You give me the thumbs up. No, they won't. They'll be fine. They'll just run and made a coffee. That's all they would have done.
I'll just leave it on their TV and then keep pottering around the house. Where else can they go?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Newcastle Road this morning. There was a cop car behind me at one point. Are you going to pull me over? Do you have that email? I did. I've never told you the truth.
Right, just a bit. And then even before we finish, give us the names.
Yep. Yep.
Camera rolling. All right. So 16 seconds. We're gonna start. You wanna check your microphone once?
Hello, check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check. You give me the thumbs up. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, check, 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 check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All good? Hello? Good morning, Hub Church family. Happy Good Friday. We're sorry, guys, about the little bit of a delay. We're just getting it all sorted, but we're good to go. So I'd really like to welcome some people this morning. We've got Rhonda. Welcome, Rhonda. Brian. Welcome, Brian. Cassie, Daniel, Rebecca. I can see you, Deborah. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, Craig. We've got Peter, Greg, Andrew, Dave. Welcome. Who else have we got here? Let me see. Keely. And I'll just move on and I'll see who else is there. Let me just check the other screen. Jessica, welcome. I can see you there. So good to do this service together this morning. Good Friday is one of my favourite services of the year. It's just such a special time. So I'll just go into some announcements. We have a children's program running at 3 p.m. tomorrow on the 11th of April. God's really been speaking to me about building a solid foundation into our kids. So I believe their faith is really going to grow in this time where we're digging deep into what it really means to know Jesus. And also Sunday, don't miss our special Easter Sunday service. It'll be at 9 a.m. here online. Please celebrate with us the resurrection life of Jesus. So also communion will be done after the worship, so get your elements ready so you can join in there. I just want to share with you this week when I was gardening, I was digging around my rose bushes at home and I found an old rose seed buried in the ground, and it was splitting open and the contents of the seeds were bursting forth out into the soil. And so I just brought this to show you. This is off my rose bush. The flowers are finished and these are the rose seeds. I don't know if you can see there, but there's all these seeds inside there, and I just want you to see this one here has actually cut itself off from the plant there. See how its stem has gone black? It's actually chosen to now, and it's just about to fall. So the Lord just spoke to me when I saw this, and he just said, that's what I did. I allowed myself to be cut off, and to fall down, into the earth and be buried. And now I'm bringing forth a beautiful harvest of new creation life. And so we're going to celebrate the fact that he did that for us today. I was just dwelling on what Jesus went through on the cross and how it must have been for him and all those close to him. The more I thought about it, though, my heart began to get probably a bit off track, because I began to feel so much sadness for what he went through. But then I flipped open my Bible before I went to bed, and my eyes fell down to Luke 24, verse 7, where Jesus spoke to people as they were going along the road to Emmaus. He said, "Why are you talking so sad and gloomy?" I love it so much when God corrects our heart. It just really proves that he is actually fathering us. He is our good dad. He's just correcting us and teaching us. And he was just saying to me, stop the gloom. I've always felt extremely joyful about what I did for you on the cross. It was the worst day, but yet it was the best day. So, contrary to what we've often thought, the cup of suffering that Jesus asked to be spared from wasn't the cross. It was premature death before the cross. He prayed that he would be kept alive through everything he had to endure so that he could make it right through to the end, to fulfill everything that the Father had planned for him and for you. Hebrews 5:4 says, during Christ's days on earth, he pleaded with God, praying with passion and tearful agony that God would spare him from death. And because of his perfect devotion, his prayer was answered and he was delivered. You know, he experienced everything he had to experience for us. He was beaten and bruised. He went through everything in Gethsemane fast, and he didn't die until the appointed time. And God spared him from any prematurity there. So Jesus cried out, "It is finished." The word finished in Hebrew is kala, and it means two things. It means completed and it means bride. So you could just translate this as, "It is finished, my bride." That is what he cried out to you. He not only gave up his life and allowed himself to die, but in that moment he gave birth to his bride. I'll just finish now, and before I pass over to the worship team, let me see who else is on here. Rhonda, I think I've welcomed you. Hi. Let me see. Jeshuan, welcome. I'm sure there's people watching on YouTube. I can't see you there, but Hebrews 12 really just reminded me of the joy that we feel over what Jesus did on the cross. It says, "We look away from the natural realm and we fasten our gaze onto Jesus, who birthed faith within us and who leads us forward into faith's perfection. His example is this: because his heart was focused on the joy of knowing that you would be his, he endured the agony of the cross and conquered its humiliation. And now he sits exalted at the right hand of the throne of God." So have a beautiful morning. I know you're going to be blessed. Pastor Usher has an amazing revelation of the cross to share with you. We've got communion coming up, beautiful worship. So I'm going to hand over now. Have a lovely morning. Thank you.
We're going to worship Jesus this morning on this Good Friday and remember what he's done for us. Let's celebrate. I cast my mind to Calvary, where Jesus bled and died for me. I see his wounds, his hands, his feet, my Savior on that cursed tree. His body bound and drenched in tears, they laid him down in Joseph's tomb, the entrance sealed by heavy stone, Messiah still and all alone. Let's sing, "Oh, praise the name." Oh, praise the name of the Lord our God. Oh, praise his name forevermore. For endless days we will sing your praise. Oh Lord our God. Thank you, Jesus. Then on the third, at break of dawn, the Son of Heaven rose again. Oh, trample death return in robes of white. The blazing sun shall pierce the night, and I will rise among the saints, my gaze transfixed on Jesus' face. Let's set our gazes upon Jesus today.